We're live in Studio B with your day-to-day Cougar sports play-by-play. I'm Jarom Jordan. He is Dave McCann, the former ball boy at BYU. He's done some other stuff since then, but that's top of the LinkedIn, should be if it's not. Blaine Fowler now joins us from his home in Provo. Blaine, how you doing, man? And we look forward to the football schedule here, hopefully in a week.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I wanted to come in with you guys, but all the snow, I just couldn't make it because of all the snow.
Well, you should have Brenda out shoveling earlier than you do.
She's out shoveling right now while I do this.
Oh, gosh, get out of here.
Hey, and you guys made me take my blurred background off. So this right here, that's James Christensen. Sometimes the Spirit touches us through our weakness, which is a really cool.
That's a lot better than what we had a minute ago.
Yeah, it's
one
of my favorite pieces of James Christensen because it points out that, as we're humbled, and this guy who's got this hunchback, as we're humbled, we're more in tune with the Spirit, and sometimes the Spirit touches us through our weakness. So we'll do a little art here to start today. How's that?
Good. On the other wall, Snoop Dogg's greatest hits.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Well, certainly BYU transition was humbled at times with the football schedule last year, and 5-7 this close to a bowl game. Now we know the opponents, Blaine, but we don't know the dates per se. So what would be your ideal football schedule with 2 byes this year for BYU?
Right. Yeah, I like the idea of having a couple of byes. I agree with what you guys were talking about just a minute ago, and that is that the fact that you have 2 road preseason games is not ideal, right? And so this is what I've put together, and this is Tom Homo and BYU. They're we talk about loyal, strong, and they're loyal, and they had this contract with SMU, and most programs would have just said, "Nah, we're getting out of that. We're going to get somebody to come and play at our place." And they said, "No, we're going to honor it. We're honorable. We're going to do it." So I got to give them kudos. I don't like that they go on the road to SMU and Wyoming, but let's get it over with right at the beginning. So you open it at home against Southern Illinois. That's set. That SMU game, I would say you stick it in there on the 7th, and then at Wyoming on the 14th. That's another loyal game at Wyoming. And then I think you open up league play at home against Houston. And I like the idea of playing back-to-back home games to start the conference season to get off on the right foot. And so I've got Houston and Kansas coming in to BYU. And I feel like, knowing who's coming back and all of that, they have a chance to start out 5-0 with that schedule, and to be feeling really good. Then I have them with a bye week right after that Kansas game. And the reason I want that, before they go on one of the long road trips of the year, before they go to Baylor in Texas, they have a chance to have that extra bit of time to prepare. And I've also given them the bye week on conference weekend, which I think is always good. Yeah, Dave and I are the only.
We like to have our schedules clear for conference weekend.
Yes, we do. And then Arizona comes in into Provo. I'm excited that they get to play Arizona at home to start, simply because I think Arizona may be the most talented team in the league coming back. One of the newcomers, I realize, but man, they were on a roll, and they have a bunch of really good players back, including their quarterback. So you get them at home. And then you go on the road, and Jarom, you mentioned that Arizona State is really in a rebuild and will be again this next year. And so you go on the road to Arizona State, and then I have Oklahoma State. Oh, these are switched. I had Oklahoma State on the 26th, and then that's right, at Arizona State on the 26th. Oklahoma State. No, that's right, November 2nd, and then I have a bye week before they take their next long road trip, the longest road trip of the year, to Central Florida. I simply like the ability to have an extra couple of days to prepare when you have long travel that's in store for you, because you really lose a practice or two when you go back to the East Coast. And Kalani's philosophy is a day for each time zone. So when they go back to the East Coast, they'll go back on Thursday instead of on Friday. That's why I want that bye before Central Florida on the road. And then they finish up with Kansas State on the 23rd of November, and Utah on Thanksgiving weekend. I think Kansas State's going to be another really good team, so I like them in the cold weather, late in November, at elevation in Provo. And so that's my lineup. It's 5 games out of the chutes, a bye week, conference weekend. Prepare for Baylor on a long road trip during the bye week. Then you get who I think may be the best team in the league, Arizona. On the road or at home, on the road at Arizona State, winnable game. I don't know. I look at this and I'm like, man, could they start out, 6-2 to start out the season? Could they be bowl eligible? I've set the schedule up this way because I think they can be bowl eligible without a lot of pressure going down the stretch to get bowl eligible. And that was a big monkey on their back in those last couple of games this last year. I think they're bowl eligible much earlier in the season, this next season. And mark it down. I think they're going to have one of the top 2 defenses in total defense and scoring defense in the Big 12 this next year.
Let's go.
Mark that down. We're marking it right down right now. All these projections are awesome, and they're based on a completely healthy team, both for BYU and the teams that they'll face. So we've got that, and then hopefully we get the league schedule next week, and then we'll kind of compare and see how it stacks up with how we thought. Let's move to the other league, the basketball league, which we are right early into, but it's a madhouse all over the place. Last night we watched UCF beat Kansas at home. UCF hosts BYU on Saturday. UCF was picked 14th. BYU's picked 13th. We kind of figured this would be a win for BYU. What did you see last night, and did it change your opinion about what the challenge is on Saturday?
It more confirmed, yeah, it does. It definitely changes my opinion, but it more confirms what we've been talking about, Dave, all through this preseason about this league, and that is that any team in this league can beat any other team in the league if they shoot the ball and take care of the ball, right? And so you look at Central Florida, they go on the road at Kansas State, and they lose by 25 points, but they shoot 33% from the field and 23% from 3. So they were miserable shooting the ball. They turned it over. Darius Johnson was the only guy that was in double figures at 10. And they just had struggles scoring, right? But then they come home, and when they're comfortable at home, they shoot just under 43% from the field. They shoot 35% from 3, which is respectable. They force 18 turnovers from Kansas, which I think is the big key. And they have 3 guys in double figures. Johnson gets 17, but their big guy, Diallo, the 7-footer, has a big contribution with 13 and 5. Sellers comes off and leads him with 18. So they've got a really good guard line that can attack the basket. They can score. They can get to the free throw line. So it confirms what we were thinking, but even more so. And that is any team in this league at home, when they're shooting the basketball and taking care of the ball, can beat any other team in this league, including Kansas or Houston or Baylor. I was not discouraged by BYU's Baylor performance. I was discouraged by their Cincinnati performance. Baylor turned it over 18 or 14 times, which is not crazy too many, but the kind of turnovers where they resulted in 18 points off of turnovers, they got to clean that up a little bit, and they got to be a little quicker on the rotations, especially against the Central Florida team, who's not quite as quick as Baylor, so that they're not fouling when they help and reaching and putting Central Florida on the line for 14 more times than BYU gets to the line. You clean up those 2 things, you can go win on the road at Central Florida. BYU shot it well on the road, 49% at Baylor, so they're capable of shooting on the road. They got to clean up those little things. They got to take care of the ball, and they got to guard better without fouling, and they can come out of there with a win. And then they get to come home.
Certainly the urgency is there, because if you don't beat UCF on the road, you've got an Iowa State team that just beat Houston coming in Tuesday. Texas Tech looks really good. Then Houston, who might be the best team in the league. I don't know, with Kansas and Baylor, there's a lot of good teams. Texas, West Virginia is the lowest ranked team in the league, but that is a hard game on the road. You got to go 2 times.
They're good. Yeah.
BYU has to win on Saturday. Just no question. Got to show up and get it done.
Yeah, and I do think I felt like they made a job. I felt like they were almost like, Dave, you and I were talking about this the other day. They felt like they were a little bit in a panic against Cincinnati at home, the home Big 12 opener. Maybe the environment got to them, right? And Cincinnati played loose because they sure seemed like they were rushing shots and they were in a hurry. And I love the adjustments that Mark Pope made. He basically said to this team, listen, yes, we're a 3-point shooting team, but you know what we are? We're a good open look 3-point shooting team that shares the basketball. Go ahead and take 35 threes that are coming our offense. Don't dribble into 46 threes and take a bunch of contested threes. We're hunting open threes, not hunting threes, right? There's a big difference between hunting open threes and just hunting threes. And at Baylor, they only had 26 3 attempts because they took threes that were open, and they made the extra pass, and they were more patient, and they were in that game, even with the fact that Jackson Robinson doesn't seem to be quite back yet, and they're still trying to figure out how to play through and with Foose on the floor. But he was significantly better in that game. I think he takes another step forward, and you got to get guys like Noah Waterman to just chill out, calm down, and make his open shots. I think BYU still has more potential to reach, and if they take a step forward, they have a chance. It's funny because the ESPN matchup indicator, even after what's happened this last weekend, they still have BYU going 11-5 down the stretch, which blows me away. I don't have them 11-5, but that's all based on analytics, and ESPN has them going 11-5 to finish out of the season. That would make them 11-7 in conference. Man, I would be happy with 7-11 in conference.
Yeah, for sure.
Amen to that. And BYU really needs it on Saturday. Blaine, as always, we appreciate the time. We'll explore more of the art in your house the next time you're on.
Beautiful. We'll do a different angle, and we'll do somebody else.
And would you get a shovel and go out and help Brenda, for crying out loud? There's a lot of snow out there.
I told her I was going to be on for 45 minutes, so hopefully the driveway's done.
Well played.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Blaine.
See you guys.